Hey guys, it's Max. Hey, sorry I wasn't around yesterday. I had cold onion rings for breakfast, and evidently that's not a good idea. And then for lunch, I had some cold tortillas, just some flour tortillas, like about 4 or 5 of them. I had such a bellyache. Oh my God, my stomach hurt so bad all the way till last night. Anyway, I'm sorry I wasn't around. Cold onion rings are not a good idea for breakfast. I'll just put it out there right now. All right, let's look at the Altiverse, I guess. Be a good place to start. I don't even know if I have the Altiverse up. It looks like I do not. So, okay, look at the Alti grid. Now, this is the first day I don't believe, if there was a change from yesterday, I didn't catch it. Now, I did it kind of quick this morning. It looked like all the trades were pretty much exactly the same. They may have adjusted part of them, but they're in the same strategy, the same build. So everything that was on yesterday is still on today. All right, they have not added any more stocks, any new stocks that we need to talk about. All right, so let's go look at just the market generally and see what's going on with the S&P and volatility. My volatility trend following system has been a little frustrating lately because it won't give me a buy signal. I want to buy this rally. This won't give me one because volatility is still trending up and above the 200 period moving average. Look at that. That's volatility futures right there. Those are usually the fastest to react, and they are underneath the 200 period moving average and outside of their Bollinger Band. And they were outside for a little while. We'll see if they can get any momentum, but we have to have 2 of these 3 indicators switch the trend following system. One of them has to be, so this one is still bearish. That's cash VIX. This is VIX of VIX, VIVIX. In my opinion, this is the best one. And it's just right teetering on the 200 period moving average. It's getting ready to switch back to positive. It looks like. I wouldn't be surprised by the end of the day if it switches back to bullish, although it should have just kept us in bullish, right? I mean, but of course, this thing can't predict the future. Whenever it saw people starting to buy volatility, the system got cautious and turned red. And now it's fixing to turn green again. It looks like. We'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. Okay, so now let's look at the Altiverse. Okay, Altiverse. So Alti itself is up 20 bips. I didn't even have to redo this because everything was the same. This is the same chart as yesterday. Well, they're catching a lot of upside here. I mean, or their picks are catching a lot of upside. Now today they wish they would have just had stock. Of course, this would be an income fund, but if they would have just owned shares of stocks, they'd be up 1.68%. As it is, they're only up about 0.5%. But NVIDIA's down, BABA's down, VST is down, Palo Alto Networks is down, along with leveraged semiconductors and VRT. And TQQQ is down slightly also. All right, let's look at these index high yield funds. Who's performing well in SPY land? And it looks like JEPI is the king today. Well, iSpy has JEPI beat. XDTE is looking really good with the 27 up more than the parent by a little bit, up 27 bips. CIVB and SFAL down or up a little bit. That's good. KQQQ down. Maybe they probably just paid a dividend and the thing didn't catch it. That's not the kind of fund that drops that often. Clip. Anyway, if that's your fund and it paid a dividend, you'll know. But if you haven't got a dividend and you're interested in this, yeah, something's up with it. Clip. Yeah, China must be having problems today. That's a China fund. It looks like the NASDAQ is just straight flat. So let's see. Out of the NASDAQ-based funds, they're all doing well. I mean, you definitely have to give WiMAX the award. Over here in the ULTY-based funds, IWMI is currently ahead. USOY looking good as well. All right, so now let's go over to option strat and see what we have going on. I have some of these ULTY trades in option strat, or maybe one or two of them. Let's just kind of check in on them, see how they're doing. Loaded dice. I usually put ULTY at the start, so I know it's right there. Yeah, this is a nice trade for them. SYM. This was a beautiful trade. We can't even see where it loses money, but we could do this. Anyway, you can see they've maximized their opportunity. Anything over 35 is maxed out, although not really, because, well, I was going to say, let's let time pass and kind of try to simulate time passing. So that's what it's worth now. So it's worth 551 now, and probably that's about all of it. It's actually worth a little bit more now. It's still holding $3,000 worth of time premium in our short option. So but as soon as that totally expires, that, this is a $500,000 winner. All right, nice job, guys. Let's see what else Salty has going on. They did not do so well on the Target trade. Target missed earnings. It's the same structure, though. It's a caller. It's the same type of trade. Let's take a look at this one. I mean, they all can't be winners. That's a pretty bad miss. But think if it had been shares. If it had been shares, it's a 25% hole in your pocket. That's a pretty big. That's a pretty big deal. You know, 25% compared to like 8%. You lose 2/3 less this way. Okay, so we didn't have any option content yesterday. I'll have an option. I'll have an option show, and we'll go over some of these. We'll go over how the NVIDIA earnings trades ended up in a separate show. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you for being here. So we're caught up for now. Once again, sorry about yesterday. Sorry about missing you guys yesterday. I appreciate you, each and every one of you guys. You have a great day.